What is up, guys? RSC64140 here, back with another video. This time I'm reviewing main event. Ended about an hour and 30 minutes ago, maybe. Um, Overall, I gotta say the show was decent. I've seen better, I've seen worse. First match we have, I'm gonna go and get right into it. Chris Jericho versus Cody Rhodes was by far the best match of the night, in my opinion. It definitely was the longer one, and just points of the match kept me on the edge of my seat, especially one point, but it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good match, one of the better ones I've seen on main event in the past couple weeks, so, past month, but like the original main event. But I mean, main event is main event. There was never an original one, but you and I know what I mean. When they first start out, they had these longer matches, really good, unpredictable matches. In past month, they've sort of been more predictable and not as good, but this goes back to when they first started back in October of last year. So this match was pretty good. Chris Jericho hits a high spot off the top rope for a near fall. Then he goes for then Cody Rhodes hits the Alabama Slam on Chris Jericho for a near fall. And later on in the match, I thought Chris Jericho got a little more offense on in Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes hit a disaster kick earlier on as well for a near fall. I figured he'd kick out of that, but then Chris Jericho goes for a line salt. Cody Rhodes ducks and puts him in the crossroads. I'm thinking, is Cody Rhodes going to upset him? Because I was going for Cody Rhodes. I really like him. I think he's sort of misused sometimes. I think he needs to be more upper Carter than mid Carter. Maybe he's almost low Carter now. He's losing a lot of matches, but enough of that. He has him in crossroads and then hits it. And I'm thinking, dang, Cody Rhodes is gonna win. One, two, no. Jericho kicks out, and I was like, what the heck? Thought for sure that Cody Rhodes would win. I've seen people kick out of it before, but that's been on pay-per-views. I thought that he wouldn't kick out here, but he did. Had me on, had me on the edge of my seat, and I thought Cody Rhodes might win, but he didn't. And he kicks out, and later on, he gets put in the walls of Jericho out of nowhere, really, for a 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho. I mean, for a 1, 2, 3. Sorry guys, I'm a little tired. Cody Rhodes taps out via submission via walls of Jericho. Golly, sorry, just a little tired. I don't know why, but yeah, Chris Jericho wins via walls of Jericho via submission, and pretty good match. I thought Jericho would win, and he did, but at one point in the match, I was second guessing. But yeah, Chris Jericho wins via walls of Jericho via submission. Next thing we have is Zeb Coulter and Antonio Cesaro addressing the WWE Universe. Coulter basically complains about there are too many foreigners and he hears too many people speaking different languages on the streets, and no one ever says, "Good morning, Mr. Coulter," or something like the classic America, he says, the good old days or something. Then Antonio Cesaro says he's what an American should be. He's worked hard for the status and achieved it fairly, and blah blah blah, and how he's worked hard for where he is now, and every American is jealous, and he epitomizes the true American or something like that. And I was like, okay, pretty good segment, but still kind of hard to have Cesaro when he was dissing America, and then Zeb Coulter was for America, and then they throw these two together when Jack Swagger's going through this issue with his DUI and possession of drugs, and he's in court, and then they throw Coulter and Cesaro together, and they're total opposites. It's still sort of weird to me that Cesaro was dissing America, and now he's with somebody who's hardcore American. It's just a little odd, but whatever. I like Cesaro. Maybe this will get him a push. If so, I'm all for it. Decent promo, nothing special. Next thing we have, tons of Funk versus Primetime Players. Cameron Naomi sing with this new diva called JoJo's, whatever. I was like, I'm ready to see some wrestling. I don't want to see a concert, but whatever. That was whatever to me. Then we have Tons of Funk versus Primetime Players, Tons of Funk, Tenzai, and Brodus Clay versus Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. This match was pretty good, short. Oh yeah, the match before this, Dean Ambrose versus Christian. Sorry guys, forgot a match. This match happened after the Cesaro and Coulter promo. This match, Ambrose dominated most of the match. Then when Christian finally got some offense, he was going on the top rope, and here comes Rollins and Reigns. They toss Christian off. This was a non-title match for the U.S. title, being Ambrose holds it currently. It wasn't it was not a title match. Title, a non-title match. Sorry. Um, and then Shield starts going at him. Then the Usos music hits, and they come running down the ramp since they're #1 contenders. Clear the ring, and the Shield retreats over the barricade, and it makes the Usos look strong, get the upper hand, and help Christian up. This match was okay. Didn't really get me into it in time, really. I mean, got whatever, 5 minutes, 6, 7, I don't know, but wasn't too long. Wish it was longer, and I knew the ending would probably be a disqualification. Christian wins via disqualification, by the way, because Rollins and Reigns interfered and threw him off the top rope. So Christian is your winner here via DQ. The match was whatever, like I said. Right when I was getting into it, the Rollins and Reigns came in and threw him off the top rope. So yeah, whatever. Makes Ambrose look strong, not weak. So yeah, guess everybody wins. Next thing we have, is the Tons of Funk versus Primetime Players. Before this, JoJo, the new diva, and Cameron Naomi were singing. Like I said, I wanted to see some wrestling. That was whatever. Wasn't too interested. This match, short. Could have been better. Whatever. I like the Primetime Players, but when the Tons of Funk are in there, I've noticed their matches are 3 or 4 minutes. So like, I don't know. I don't mind them, but you know, it's pointless to have a 3-minute match in my opinion. 4, whatever, 5. But you know, what happened was Bruce Clay came in and just got all this offense on O'Neil. He was in the corner of the ring, on the ropes. Titus O'Neil was in the corner of the ring. Bruce Clay runs at him. Titus O'Neil moves out of the way. Darren Young appears that he hit him with a pick. I couldn't tell, but I thought so. Hits Bruce Clay in the neck with a pick, and then Titus O'Neil. Sorry, that was a Facebook message. That beep you heard, but Titus, but Titus O'Neil rolls Brodus Clay up, and Darren Young holds Brodus Clay's foot so he can't kick out. 1, 2, 3. Titus O'Neil pins him, and they steal one from the Tons of Funk. Glad Primetime Players won. Short match, nothing much to say about it. Overall grade, the show I give, show's decent. Jericho Rhodes, like I said, was the best match. The other two were whatever, and a mediocre promo in my opinion. But you know, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. So yeah, overall grade, I give main event 5 out of 10. Decent show. I hope you enjoyed my review. Check out my other videos and subscribe. Thanks, guys.